Boxing fans, boxing critics, and boxing analysts, Renee Box Young. Salute from down south, the heart of Mexico. One love from down here. Love you guys. Thank you so much for liking, subscribing, supporting, sharing. As always, as I always say, showing the love. We're a community. We all grow together, in the sport, in the love of the sport of boxing. Shouts, man. Love you guys. Interesting stuff. A few promotional companies in the sport of boxing are asking or are petitioning, receiving help from the feds. Let's check it out. I just like to have a little image there that I did. All right, let's check it out. It says here, boxingscene.com. You can check it out. Link in the description. It says here, Golden Boy Mayweather Promotions Top Rank applied for forgivable loans amid pandemic. So we'll get into it in a moment. I just want to give a little, input in this, like as far as, face value, what's going on here concerning this article. And in general, we're in a pandemic. Man, I hope you guys are safe out there. I hope you guys are taking care of your families. I hope you guys are doing well, man. Playing it smart. Staying healthy, taking care of yourselves, So amidst all this, I mentioned it before, and we all know it, I mentioned it also in one of my videos, excuse me, as far as companies are battling, companies are struggling, millions of people unemployed. I don't know the exact figures, but I'm talking about worldwide, what I'm saying? Companies, enterprises, they're suffering. Down here in Mexico too, big companies, man, enterprises and businesses, international corporations, they're struggling. Statewide companies, successful businesses, private businesses, family-owned companies and businesses, what have you. They're struggling. They feel the effect, of this whole coronavirus stuff, quarantining and all that stuff. It's sad. So we also see it going down to, up to promotional companies. So, it's just a tough situation, man. So we see it. We're already seeing it manifest here. 3 of the top promotional companies in boxing were among numerous small businesses that applied for financial assistance through a federal loan program launched to provide economic relief during the COVID-19 pandemic. I'm sure you guys know about it. The Associated Press reported Monday night that Golden Boy Promotions, Mayweather Promotions Top Rank, Inc., each applied for funds through the Paycheck Protection Program, also known as Triple P. Okay, Triple P. The exact amounts requested were not available from data released Monday by the federal government, but the 3 companies each requested between $350,000 and $1 million. It's not much to help offset the economic impact of the coronavirus crisis. The data doesn't indicate either whether Golden Boy Promotions, Mayweather Promotions, or Top Rank Inc. accepted any of the money for which those companies applied. So they applied. It looks like they're petitioning it, right? Excuse me. They requested $350,000 and $1 million. Between $350,000 and $1 million. I mean, I'm not, so business savvy and all this stuff, but that only goes a long way. It's not too much. It's not much money at all, man. I mean, concerning these promotional companies, they're making millions upon millions, and all the events they have thrown. I'm talking about generally speaking before all this virus stuff. $350,000 to $1 million. Well, I don't know how long it's going to stretch. I don't know how much that's going to stretch for them and be utilized for them in this whole pandemic. I mean, we got to understand, guys, that we don't know exactly how long all this is going to be, man. I mean, I hope we get out this soon, man. Well, that's our hopes. I got my hopes high. I'm actually getting over a strong cold, and it wasn't coronavirus, right? I'm getting over a strong cold. I know my body. I know how to distinguish it. You know what I mean? It's just a typical cold. I actually didn't take care of myself. The other day, I drank a really cold drink, and the weather, it's kind of weird, and got a cold, getting over it already, but thankfully. And, we don't know if the reason why I say is because we don't know if it's going to come back. There's already news coming around that, going around, floating around. There's a second wave coming through. Some states are hit. Ever since that, public places have been opening up. Businesses have been up and running again. 4th of July weekend, people out on the beach, no masks, nothing, no social distancing. It's a controversial issue. You know, a lot of people on the streets, again, like nothing's happening. Even over here in Mexico, same thing's happening. In this city I live in, it's a small city, you know, it's happening. You know, cases are going up. So we don't know, like, if they're going to get back to, you know, quarantine again. You know, we don't know. 350,000, so as far as boxing here, 350,000 to $1 million. I don't think that's going to stretch too much as far as events and stuff like that. And you would think, you know, these companies, man, I mean, they would be all right, you know. I mean, I'm not saying that they're, you know, I mean, with the stability they have, you know, actually before, you guys know that, you know, Top Rank, Bob Arum was thinking about selling part of the company off, you know, in shares or something along that nature. This was spoken months ago before the pandemic, you know, that Bob Arum was discussing about selling parts of Top Rank, you know, to business savvy investors or what have you. We already know about the Zone. Interestingly, the Zone is not asking for, help from the feds. But we already know the situation of the Zone. You know, they're in it hard. You know, it's just going kind of weird there with their money issues. So I didn't think I'm kind of thinking that I didn't think that this would come. You know, I didn't think that these boxing companies, these promotional companies, I didn't think they would be asking the feds for money. I wouldn't think that. I wouldn't think they would be applying, you know, for Triple P. You know, it kind of hit me by surprise. You know, I didn't expect this. That's why I'm breaking that. That's why I want to talk about this. 350,000 to $1 million, and then when you talk about how much it wasn't, you know, it hasn't been, you know, there's no data saying that they received that money. So through the Triple P, Congress created $659 billion in low interest loans, okay, that won't have to be paid back if the assisted companies apply the money to payroll, rent, and other business expenses. Ooh, interesting. According to the Associated Press, approximately $130 billion of Triple P money remained unclaimed. That's a lot of money, man. Unclaimed as of the June 30th deadline. So they extended it. It says here, which prompted Congress to extend the program's deadline until August 8th. And it talks about, you know, a little bit of the promotional companies and stuff like that. Interestingly here, it says here, you know, none of the franchises from the other 4 major sports leagues in the U.S., NFL, NBA, MLB, or the NHL, received money through the paycheck. So they didn't receive any of that. Excuse me. At least 4 major soccer league, Major League Soccer, teams applied for between $1 million and $5 million through the Triple P. Many NASCAR and IndyCar teams also were approved for substantial funds from the program. So, you know, you got some, you know, sports organizations asking for it, and they're receiving it, or they applied, right? Were approved. But these major ones, NFL, NBA, MLB, or NHL, haven't. UFC, I haven't heard anything along the lines of them applying for Triple P. So it's just interesting to me. That's why it's kind of interesting, because I never thought that they would be asking, you know, or applying for, petitioning, however you want to term it, applying for Triple P. I didn't think that Mayweather Promotions would be doing this. PBC is not, you know, okay, controversially, I guess PBC is a platform. It's not a promotional company or what have you. People debate that, I guess. I see it as a promotional company. PBC, it looks like they're doing good, man. So not to say that, you know, Mayweather Promotions, Top Rank, and Golden Boy aren't doing good. It's just that it's interesting. That's why I'm making this video. It's interesting to see that. Interesting to see, you know, how they're applying for this. I didn't think they would need that, you know. So we'll see how it goes, man. We'll see how this all goes. You know, hoping and praying we get over this, you know what I mean, as soon as possible. But hey, we just got to take it day by day, man. Keep your hopes up. Keep your optimistic up. Keep your health high. Exercise. Drink a lot of water, you know, drink fluids, you know what I'm saying? Healthy fluids, obviously. Watch what you eat, you know what I mean? I'm talking to myself. I'm preaching to myself because I need to do that more, you know? Even though I do take care of myself, I exercise. I just got done, actually. And even though I'm a little bit sick, you know, under the weather, but I'm all right. I'm feeling way better, though. So, you know, had to rest last couple days, stay in bed, you know what I mean? Just recuperate, let my body rest and recuperate. Another thing there, you guys got to rest. Remember to rest. That's really important, too, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, so this is interesting stuff, you know? Yeah, take care of you guys. Take care of yourself. Take care of your families. This is interesting. I never thought, you know, we would see this here with these promotion companies. But, hey, it is what it is. So I'm going to close it, man. I want to make it short. You know, I'm going to make it simple. So let's keep an eye on this. I want to keep an eye on this, you know, see how this all goes. It's just day-by-day thing because we don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, man. We don't know. That's the thing. That's the crazy thing about this whole virus stuff, man. That's the crazy thing about this whole virus stuff. We don't know if it's going to come back, if it's not going to come back. Are we going to get over it, and the cold season, winter season coming around, is it going to come back harder? I mean, what the heck, man, So we just got to take it day by day, man, and we'll see what boxing, what happens with boxing. Interestingly, again, I repeat, UFC is not asking, is not petitioning this, DAZN, but it seems like they're crumbling. I don't know the aspects of there or the details much, but other media and platforms talking about it, how DAZN is crumbling. You know what I mean? Sources coming out, news articles have been coming out, and how their events, have been canceling and lots of stuff going on in DAZN. You know what I mean? And I wouldn't expect, that's what I'm trying to get at here, I wouldn't expect that these promotional companies would be applying for Triple P, but hey, it is what it is. We'll see what happens, right? Renee Box Young, thank you so much. Comment, like, subscribe, share this, you guys. You know what I mean? Comment below. I want to hear what you guys got to think about it. Thank you guys so much. Renee Box Young, peace out.